It's time for the Raleigh Road Show.
Episode here of the Raleigh Road Show. Have a great guest here tonight, Scarlet. I've seen them out before. They do a fantastic job. What we do, first of all, is we let everybody know who you are, where you're from, and what you play in the band. So we'll start on this end, and you come around and tell everybody.
I'm Tony Williams. I'm the drummer in the band, and I've been in Raleigh for about 20 years or so I guess I could say I'm from here. And what else do you want to know? That's it? I play the drums. Oh, well, the band's been together about 2 years now, so it's all original members. That's it.
I'm Amanda Kessel, and I'm the lead singer of Scarlet. I've been in Raleigh for about 6 years, and that's it, I guess.
Here we go. We're just working around the horn here. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what you play in the band.
I am Paul Zizzo. I am lead guitar. Originally from New York, and this is my new home.
I'm Jeremy Taylor. I play bass. I've been in Raleigh for probably 20 years as well, but love it. It's going great.
Well, a lot of our viewers like to know, you guys have a lot of fans in town, but also there are people that may not know you as well. But who wants to discuss how the band formed, how long you've been together, all that good stuff? Who's the librarian of the band? Yeah.
Paul and I were actually in a band here in Raleigh, and we decided to kind of split off and do our own thing. And we knew Tony had sat in with us in that band playing drums, and then we just put a ad out on Craigslist and found Amanda. So
that's as easy as it is, everybody. Craigslist, get you a band, come on out, rock and roll. That's what it's all about. So anyway, we like to ask our people musical influences, because all of us really have a place where we come from. I sing and play guitar a little bit, not very good, but I'll go ahead and put that out there. But there are influences that we have. I'm rock, country, jazz, R&B, all across the board. I'm a little bit of everything. So we'll start over here and just tell the viewers who your musical influences are, and if there are musical influences that from at a younger age that you would like to acknowledge as well. So.
Wow, I really don't know. That's a pretty big question. I kind of like everything that's simple for me, anyway. I would love to be able to really lay it down on the bass sometimes, but most of the time I find that it's just easier for people to get into with easier stuff.
Right, and you can throw names out there. I love Van Halen, Steely Dan, Rush, just any of those bands that influenced you as a young lad coming up.
Well, I always liked Pink Floyd when I was younger, coming up. The bass lines were pretty catchy, and then I got into some of the more funkier stuff with Victor Luke and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And I tell you, being in a cover band has really exposed me to a lot of different styles that I wouldn't normally get exposed to. So,
everybody, Randy with the Raleigh Road Show. We're out supporting Scarlet here in downtown Raleigh. We're here with this fine, lovely young lady. And what's your name and where are you from?
Mariah Swick, Chatham County, North Carolina.
And we're out here with Scarlet. What do you think about the band?
We love them. We've been out to see them several times in Raleigh.
I think they're fantastic. We're actually trying to get them on with our summer festival. Fingers crossed, sponsors. if we get you guys sponsors, it would be fantastic. What's some of the favorite songs these guys do that you enjoy?
I really like American Girl. She has a vocal range that goes everything from Tom Petty, and she can go very high as well. I'm super impressed, and I think that they get people dancing, they get people into whatever it is they want to sing.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what going out and having fun. That's part of the reason why I made the Raleigh Road Show, was to get people out on the town, get local music exposed. And you do something close to home here too. What do you guys do with your local festival?
It's called the Shikori Hills Grassroots Music Festival. It's in Silcope, North Carolina, April 18th to 21st. A 4-day event with 4 stages and tons of local bands from all around the world. Bands and from all around the world.
Local bands all around the world, or you're all around the world and you come local. That's all it's about. Music is what we're about here on the Raleigh Road Show. We thank you for coming on tonight, and everybody watch us on RTN Time Warner Cable Channel 10. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, Randy here with the Raleigh Road Show, and today we were checking out Scarlet. Fantastic group of people. Here you have Miss Amanda doing her thing out front, looking great, does a great job with the vocals for the band. As you can see, very charismatic, really draws you into what she's doing. Mr. Paul there, playing some great guitar, lead vocal, background vocal. Mr. Jeremy there, doing a great job with the bass, providing the bass line for the band. Tony on the bongos in the back, doing what he does, having a great time doing it. You know, I've seen these guys several times on the town. You really can't go wrong with going and checking them out. If you would, please check them out on their website, thescarletband.com. That's also on Facebook. I really think that you'll enjoy what you see and what you hear. I don't particularly put bands on here that I don't enjoy listening to, or don't support what they do, or like what they do. So definitely all the bands I've had on get my stamp of approval. All the bands that we've had on the Raleigh Road Show are special in one way or another, but these guys really have a lot of fun with what they do. They play a lot of great music, whether it's oldies, today's music, and everything in between. Little rock and roll. Of course, you heard some of the influences that these guys had from the interview. You know, Kiss, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, you know, some of the rock guys that I think that Mr. Paul and Tony really enjoy playing some of that stuff. But you know, as you can see here, Amanda puts on a great show. As a front person, that's what you're there to do. You're really there to draw the crowd and the fans and the friends in, and put out that warm feeling that, you know, you're there for them and for them to have a good time. And I think that's what Scarlet does, and they do it very well. You know, they've been playing around in town for some time, but you know, I think that they get better and better every time I hear them. Whether it's the background music or the backing vocals, Miss Amanda with her lead vocals, it's very nice to see that they're still practicing and improving on the craft. I think that once a band decides not to be try to perfect what they do, or are happy or content with what they do, that's when things start to, you know, not do well. But I think that Scarlet's a great band. Check them out on town. You're watching the Raleigh Road Show here with Scarlet. And that's something we've discussed on the show here before. A lot of bands and music is becoming influenced by other things. You get a lot of fusion of styles and music these days. I mean, you can listen to the radio on any TV and do whatever you watch or listen to. You can really see how other genres of music influence others, and it's really becoming a very blended type of music for good and bad. So, but we'll go ahead and let you discuss those two.
It's super easy for me. It started with the band Kiss. Pink Floyd is absolutely a huge influence on me. You mentioned Van Halen.
I'm just going to, everybody hold the mic up close because I know there's going to be a bit of background on this, so everybody can hear our great answers and think that we're Yoda talking up here to the crowd.
I get it. I love it. Again, it's Kiss was number one, Pink Floyd number two, Van Halen. I'm a guitar player, so Joe Satriani, Steve Vai,
Stevie Ray Vaughan,
all that stuff.
The list goes on.
But I'm a rock guy, so that's where I'm at.
Cool. Here we go, young lady. You tell everybody who you are influenced by as a singer, because you probably come from a different place than a lot of your bandmates here. So.
I definitely come from a different place. I have a really big R&B background and gospel background, so I think I'm going to have to go with the late Whitney Houston because she's incredible. She's amazing, and I grew up listening to her. I grew up wanting to be her. I grew up trying to match her vocal quality. So, I mean, there really is no one else for me. She's amazing. So yeah.
That's a hard one for me. My musical influences have changed so much over the years, I don't even know where to start with that, but I'm more of a rock drummer. Being a drummer, Led Zeppelin's always got to be up there. No matter what else I listen to, that's got to be one of the tops. But other than that, stuff's changed so much over the years, I don't even know what to say. But I have been influenced by many different musicians around, and even just locally around here. There's so many talented musicians. I've kind of come up in the music store around town here that so many great musicians have come out of, and since way back in the day, like the teachers I've had, just all the guys I've grown up with have just been awesome to watch and great influences. So I'd say those guys probably influenced me more than the bigger names that everyone else usually throws out there. So,
and there's a lot of dedication and commitment. That's something we sort of changed the theme of this for the second season. You have to be dedicated and committed to coming out and doing this on the weekends. I mean, you got family, you got friends, you got things that you would like to be doing, but you're dedicated to the music, and I'd like for y'all to talk about that with our viewers here. I mean, what does it mean to you to come out on a Friday, Saturday night, week in and week out to play music that you enjoy, and you get a lot from the crowd as well when you play?
Well, for me, it's always been the reaction from the crowd has always driven me to continue, and it's a lot of work in the background. I mean, you have to learn the songs, you have to constantly book everything, you have to talk to everybody, you have to know what's going on, you have to know who's good, you have to know who's up and coming and your competition. So there's more to it than just picking up an instrument and playing. Something my father probably never realized, but it's a lot of work, but at the same time, it's pretty rewarding, and you get to see that with fans.
Hey everybody, here Randy with the Raleigh Road Show, and we have this young lady here. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Sarah. I'm from Durham, North Carolina.
Sarah, so have you seen Scarlet before out on the town?
I've never seen Scarlet before.
What do you think of what you've heard so far?
I really love it. It's really high energy. It's really fun.
It's always a good time at Scarlet. We did an interview with those guys earlier, and we really enjoyed them on the show. For the for the stage presence, what do you think?
I think they're really high energy, really fun. I mean, they sound pretty much like the bands that they're covering, so it's really great to listen to.
It is nice to go out on the town and hear bands that you like and music that you like, right? Exactly. Sing along, dance along, it's all good. So what about the band as far as the music? You know, you hear some bands that come out and they're like, well, it's not so great a sound, but you really like what these guys do.
Yeah, I mean, the mix of the current hits and the mix of the old hits that people like to sing along to, it makes it a fun night.
It is a fun night with Scarlet, so check them out here on Time Warner Cable RTN10 and on Facebook and YouTube with the Raleigh Road Show. Thank you very much for your time tonight.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is Mariah Swick with RTN10 with two beautiful young ladies at the Oxford in downtown Raleigh. Tell me your names and where you're from and what you think of this amazing band.
Marisa Sullivan, I think the band is amazing. I'm from California.
I'm Rachel Chabot. I'm from Niagara Falls, New York. Just trying to live the Southern life here. And the band, big plus for singing Lady Gaga.
Thank you so much and have a great day.
Well, is there anyone you would like to personally thank for allowing you to do this or helping you to get where you are today? I mean, you know, Mom and Dad's always a great place to start.
You know, this was something I picked up on my own. And I spent a lot of hours when I was first learning how to play, just playing. And a Saturday would go by and I would just played all day long. Thank myself.
Well, hey, yeah, didn't Whitney Houston sing a song about love yourself? Or the greatest love of all is learning to love yourself, brother. There you go. There we go. Ahead.
All right. Well, first of all, playing to me is the greatest thing in the world. I can't imagine not doing this. I'm probably going to do this till I'm 90. Anyway, I do it for myself. I definitely have to thank a lot of my early friends that kind of got me into just playing and I mean, I can't imagine my life without playing an instrument. Absolutely thank my parents for encouraging me.
Yeah, and letting you make a bunch of racket in the house when you were a kid, learning how to play, sounding like screeching guitars.
My house was the house that allowed the band to play at. So I give a lot of credit to my dad for putting up with a lot of early noise, as he would say.
Well, there you go. Go ahead.
For me, I've been singing from a very young age. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, and I thought to myself, you know, I could possibly be good at this. So I've done it my entire life, and I'm classically trained, and I went to college for music. So for me, it's not just a hobby. I almost have to perform. It's kind of like you, Paul. It's part of me. So I do have a real job, so this doesn't pay all my bills, but it's definitely a lot of fun, and the crowd reaction, of course, is amazing, and that's why we play cover music. We like to see people dance. We like to see people singing the words to all the songs. So my biggest influence was my grandmother and my mother. They both always told me I could do whatever I wanted to do, and to just keep working at it, and thanks Mom and Grandma.
That's a good one to start with. I'd have to start with my mom and grandma. They've been there from the beginning of time, since I was banging on pots and pans in the kitchen, and you know, they've always supported me and always been great. I've been playing in bands since I was 13, 14 years old. And so many different kinds of bands over the years, but I just enjoyed playing. Enjoy playing for the people, getting people into it. It's good to see. It's good to see the crowds just go crazy. That's the best joy of it. I mean, that's where it's all at. So yeah, thank my mom, thank my grandma. I have to send a special thank you out to Steve Johnson. He's the reason why a lot of drummers in this town are doing their thing. So that's about it.
Well, I wanted to ask a fun question here. We've all been out to concerts, venues. Let's let everybody know what's one of your favorite concerts or concerts you guys have been to, because you guys do a lot of great bands, Journey, Bon Jovi, all those great 80s bands that probably packed football stadiums back in the day. So are there any great memories for you as far as going out to see live music? Because you do it on a smaller scale, but of course it's the same thing. There's the great bands have to have a connection with the audience, and they have to you guys have several feet sometimes, but these guys have to project that out through hundreds and thousands of feet. So are there any great bands you've seen live that you really enjoy and would like, or let's ask this: great bands you enjoyed and you've seen, and then ones that or one or two that you haven't seen to come out?
Probably just have to be my first concert I ever went to, which was Smashing Pumpkins in 1996, and that was at the Dean Dome at UNC, and it was pretty inspirational, to say the least. It was a huge crowd, and they really connected with everybody, and it was very loud, and I loved the whole thing. So anyone that I would want to see, I'd love to see everybody. I don't know if I could always afford a ticket, but we were just talking about today that Trans-Siberian Orchestra is here. That would be awesome to see, if you ask me.
Ridiculously talented.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, the first concert I saw, of course, was Kiss. So that was it changed my life. The concert that I missed that I really regret was Rush. But I have seen them since, but I'm going back to like 1980 something. And I missed that concert, and I regret it. But Kiss was one of my favorite. Actually, Roger Waters doing The Wall just this past year, probably the best concert I've ever seen.
Right. For me, you wouldn't look at it, but Prince, Purple Rain Tour, ridiculous. They don't do them like that anymore. Coming out of the ceiling in a bathtub, 100 feet in the air. He's a great performer. I know you guys do a song or two from Prince too, and he's a great writer, performer, entertainer, producer. I mean, the guy's just multifaceted and talented. One that I would like to see, another guy who's multi-talented, Dave Grohl with Foo Fighters. I would love to see those guys. I've seen them on, video and stuff, and I imagine it'd be a fantastic show to go to. So.
For me, I've seen amazing artists. Of course, I have seen Kiss finally crossed that road, and I've seen Kiss now. Motley Crue, of course, Aerosmith, and Motley Crue again. But probably the most inspirational for me, and I'm gonna have to be a nerd, but I've seen operas and Broadway musicals, and the most, it's just heart-stoppingly amazing. It was when I saw Les Miserables and Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. It's incredible. So that definitely tops everything for me. So.
Well, I guess there's about 1 million bands that I would have loved to see that are not with us anymore, but out of all the ones I have got to see, I would say the one that sticks out the most would be Foo Fighters, which you definitely need to go see them. They put on an amazing live show, and the one time that I got to see them that was most amazing was at Red Rocks Amphitheater, which is just an awesome venue. It's nothing like it. Just the atmosphere, the vibe, just everything. Just awesome. Yeah.
We're coming to the end of our time with you guys here tonight. It's been great to have you. You know, like I said, I've seen them before. Next time you see them out, you go check out Scarlet, Raleigh. Fantastic. They're on Facebook. They've got their own webpage. You'll see it at the end of our credits here with the show. But again, thank you all for taking the time to let us do what we do. It's been great to have you as our guest tonight. And we'll talk out to the audience now, and we ask that you go out and support our local music scene, watch the Raleigh Road Show, and together we can help keep our local bands and musicians show on the road. Thanks for watching.